Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here today with a rare low-cost match on a rare low-cost map and a rare low-cost suit. The suit we're on today is the 300 cost raid type, the Gatheroad type. But first, we talk about the map. This is the newly reworked Mountain Pass, and they made it so much better. This extremely old map used to be one of the most hated maps because of how one-sided it was. But with the new changes, that is no longer the case. First of all, there's this new tunnel down here that is advantageous to the team on the right. Beforehand, challenging the enemy walking up the slope was almost impossible as you have to take a left-hand shot from the arch. Now it's a piece of cake as we just push them back to where they're supposed to be on the left. Secondly, there's a new ramp from spawn that goes all the way to the platform on the top, and a new opening on that platform to shoot from. This turns the platform on the top that overlooks the entire map from the stronghold of the team on the left to the team on the right, completely flipping the balance of the map. Doesn't change the fact that you can't beat two general types on a raid type though, especially with bad melee motions. We managed to evade both the melee and the grenade, and even get a stagger off. But the terrible down attack motion on the beam saber means there's nothing more we can do. That was the map changes explained. Now we talk about our suit. The suit we're on today is the Gatheroad type, and a very unique suit it is. Despite being a 300 cost suit, it comes with one of the most unique beam weaponry in the game, the double beam spray gun. With two firing modes, the double beam spray gun either fires a single shot each for an instant stagger, or it fires a burst of 6 shots in total, with 17% stagger each. While the single shot is very useful for getting staggers in general, the burst fire mode is what you'll use more. Unlike the single shot mode, it can be fired in quick succession without overheating, and has a longer range, making it the main damage on this suit. Downsides are that it takes a full 6 hits to stagger, which is as hard as it sounds. Also, once you pull the trigger, you're stuck in place until you finish the entire 6-shot volley, making you a very easy target. That being said, if you can hit most of your shots, the DPS is incredible for a 300 cost ranged raid type, and it can challenge support types even on maps where they tend to stand in places that are hard to reach, just like this one. Ironically, we are stuck in a melee combat against the general type ag guy, but we managed to outstagger him with our Vulcans. While the burst fire mode alone can't get a stagger, add the Vulcans in and is practical even at close ranges. But our feet... spawned in, but there's a lot more enemies than I thought. In hindsight, probably should have ran away immediately, but somehow I chose to deal as much damage as possible instead. We did manage to do that thanks to the low beam resistance on low cost suits, but of course, we didn't exactly end up with a positive outcome. Thankfully, at low cost, spawn times are short, and a lot of suits come with the skill frontline support system to further reduce that, and we are back in no time. Speaking of which, let's talk about the skills on this suit. While you shouldn't expect too much from the Gatheroad since it's only a 300 cost suit, it comes with a lot more skills than most suits at its cost. Complete with both maneuver armor and emergency evasion, the only thing it's really missing is anti-blast stabilizers. It even has assault boosters and the leg shock absorbers, but you might still find yourself losing feet a lot, so put on special leg armor if you feel like you need it. Then in terms of mobility, it definitely feels like an agile suit to use. While the thrusters are standard, the move speed and turn rate are both high, and you also have ground compatibility, making it possible to dodge shots just by walking alone. You would also want to do that a lot, since the durability on this suit isn't that high. But after all, the main attraction of this suit is its weapons. The beam spray gun doesn't take reloading, and by swapping between single fire and burst fire, the Gatheroad can provide consistent ranged damage. Combined with the low beam defense in general at low cost matches, a single fire shot to stagger and a burst full hit can do serious damage, especially against support types. and when it gets to close combat, 2 melee weapons allow you to perma-stun enemies with no evasion. Overheating the single fire mode on purpose also gets you 2 instant staggers, which is surprisingly powerful at 300 cost. Second burst on the gun cannon, and there's more than half of it gone for almost no risk in return, compared to the more common raid types that have to dive in for melee attacks. On the Gatheroad, you can do plenty just by using the beam spray guns from safety. This not only ensures pressure on the enemy even against strong positions like what you find on Mountain Pass, but you also save yourself from the almost inevitable fate of dying as a raid type. Personally, I find this playstyle a lot better than the very aggressive playstyle of other raid types at its cost. While this suit is currently only available in the recycle ticket shop, I'd say it's worth the 190 tickets. So close to finishing off whoever that is. Our Vulcans can quickly finish him off if we can get in, but this choke point is still hard to push through. The ramp can no longer be walked up as easily from the enemy's viewpoint, but at the same time, we can't aim low enough to hurt them if they hide underneath. Well, we can still shoot the enemy on the other side. Firing from their flank, we can force the enemy to retreat from their firing platform on the left, and the enemy can only fight behind the slope we're on. Couldn't stop the general type from just walking onto us, and we almost get killed in one combo. But I wish they enjoyed the supporting fire right on point. Final 30 seconds, but it's hard to stay alive with so little health, so instead we'll try to pick up the 2 kills. Vulcans quickly finish up the Ag guy, but the other support type is too far away and we die to a single bazooka shot. That was a great match on a rare suit, on a rare map, in a rare low-cost game. While hard to come across, the Gatheroad is a very unique raid type that allows you to play a safer playstyle, perfect for someone who doesn't like to just dive in, smack down, and get smacked. It also comes with a special counter which I still haven't managed to pull off, but it's definitely worth the 190 recycled tickets. The only thing to avoid on this suit are the really wide maps where your beam spray gun can't reach. Otherwise, there's no normal situations that this suit can't handle. That's it from me today. Latest.